Hello there, my beautiful Libra signs. It's Rachael with Dark Knight Coaching. I just want to say your reading today is wild. I don't know what's going on with my hair. My hair is wild too. Your reading is wild. It's wild. I was doing the pre-shuffle and doing a meditation, and Libra, you're going through some major shifting. A lot of this might have to do with addiction. Recovery is definitely on the cards. There is a lot of, if you're not, like addicted to any chemicals or substances or whatever, it's not, it doesn't have to be an addiction of like alcohol or those things. It can be addicted to people, toxic behavior patterns, narcissists, specifically, because that's there's just a lot of synchronicities here that are, I can't ignore them. I am, a neurodivergent type, so I see a pattern in not the smallest things, but I pay attention. I'm very good at pattern recognition, and that's kind of what tarot and wisdom oracle are. It's pattern recognition, and it's finding the synchronicities and alignments that maybe a lot of people can't see, and it's trusting your intuitive guidance and gut. And right now, I'm just seeing that you've been through a lot of stuff in your life. You've just you're in this recovery mode. You're getting out of a victim mindset, because two cards came out from the chakra deck, one being victim and one being recovery. So whatever you've been a victim of in your past, you're moving out of that, and it's congrats to you. It's not an easy feat at all to get past things that were probably in place for you in your childhood, mindsets, belief systems, value systems that weren't true, but that were kind of instilled in you. And I do feel like you're moving out of this. Now, for others of you, this could be just you were getting out of a toxic relationship where you were trapped, where you were stuck. It's almost like this Beauty and the Beast, Stockholm type syndrome, which happens gradually. Okay, this isn't a getting trapped in a narcissistic relationship or being in a relationship with someone who is manipulative and controlling. It doesn't have to be narcissism per se. It could be somebody with borderline personality disorder. It could be somebody with just a lot of insecurities. That happens one chain link at a time, okay? Think about a dog tied to a tree. You have, on a chain. You staying with somebody that maybe isn't good for you or didn't serve you can be little things at a time, where you give away a chain and you're oh, you need one, here you go. I don't even think about it. I'll give you the shirt off my back. And then before you know it, you've shortened your own leash. And I feel like that's probably what's happened to you here, Libra, because you have a lot of healing that you're doing, and you're in a weird spot. It's a good place to be, and Spirit really wants you to try to find the joy and try to find the happiness and try to find the silver lining in what you're going through, which is not always easy when you're just coming out of this victim mindset and when you're getting into this recovery mode, because it feels like you've been trapped in this cave for a century and now you're just seeing the light, and that is overwhelming at times. So give yourself a pat on the back there, Libra, because I think you might need it, and make sure you're practicing self-love. Now, the next thing Spirit wants you to practice is tied to your third eye or your intuition. It says, have fun with your intuition. Try out silly guessing games and just have a laugh. What's the football score? Try to intuitively discover the score before you check it and write it down, and then check the back to see if you're right. And you see if you can hone your senses. Now, it doesn't have to be the score. You can there's been studies where people flip a coin and they guess whether it's heads or tails, and things like that. You could do that, or you can just guess who's texting you or guess who's calling you based on your own intuitive knowing. Now, the next card I have for you is from my Wisdom Oracle deck. This is the Here and Now card. This is all about being in the present moment, not looking too far back in the past, which is regret, and not looking too far back into the future, which is anxiety. So if you can find the fine balance, you're going to maintain your homeostasis, basically, where you're in this here and now, and that's very important for you at this time, especially if you're going through this phase of recovery. And I forgot to mention, the victim card on the outside, that's symbolic of your heart chakra. So Spirit might want you to focus on your heart chakra. And then the gray on the outside of this card is symbolic of your crown chakra, which is your connection to the divine. And that's kind of right here, connecting. Now, if you're like, what is this lady talking about? What are chakras? Make sure you check out my chakra video, because those are real scientifically proven things. It's not just like hippy-dippy stuff. These are like science facts that have been proven by modern science. We are all energetic electromagnetic beings, and we all have electromagnetic energy centers, basically, and that's what your chakras are. And when those things get blocked, that's when disease and disorder and chaos wreak havoc on your body, and can cause a lot of other issues. So that's why shadow work and healing is important, because you open those chakras and then they start spinning the proper way, and then you can get out of like this victimhood state of being, and you can really truly recover and heal yourself from a really like, I want to say grassroots level, but like a really, I don't know why I'm saying that, from a really base level, like you're doing a lot of healing. So the next card I have for you is the Tear. Kind of a sad card. I do feel like this is like a bittersweet card. Sorry, it's hard to see with the glare. There we go. There's like a little golden nugget in that emerald. The green, I think, to me symbolizes, again, your heart chakra. So this is like a bittersweet thing, but you're finding the golden nugget in the situation. It's like, in order to move forward, sometimes heartbreak has to be the thing that tears us apart. And it's the tears of the bittersweet grief that we're feeling that's going to put us kind of back together, which almost seems counterintuitive. But it's the acceptance of what happened. It's the radical acceptance of what happened, and maybe that it wasn't okay and that it wasn't right, but it's like knowing that you will be better off for it. Maybe you don't feel better off for it at this moment, but in the future you're going to gain so much wisdom, so much clarity, so much strength for what you've gone through, and that's going to reap even greater rewards than you can ever imagine. And that's the bittersweet gift of things. Now, Spirit is really wanting you to focus on joy and happiness at this time, Libra. So the Wisdom Moon Oracle card I have is bring love into the situation. You might be dealing with Aquarius. And then the next card I have for my Power of Love deck is joy. And it says, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So don't forget, even when you're going through like this darkness, even when you're getting out of this victim mindset and you're in recovery mode, don't forget, like, you are human. We all make mistakes. We all have trials and tribulations that sometimes we don't pass. And if we don't pass them, it's like school. That's what it is. It's Earth school. We just take it again. We take it again and again and again until we do pass it. And sometimes that's exhausting. Sometimes you're not ready for that. And sometimes it takes you a while to learn something. And that's okay. Everyone's on their own timeline. It's no one's place to judge. If they do judge you, they probably don't belong in your life, because it sounds like they're pretty closed-minded and closed-hearted. And that's not people you want to surround yourself with. Sometimes it's better to be alone with just yourself than it is to have people who are not wanting you to succeed or excel or coming from a place of empathy or understanding. And sometimes that's a tough pill to swallow, because you might lose a lot of people in your life when you really take a look at them. But Spirit really wants you to find the love in the situation, and that could just be love for yourself and just understanding that people may not be ready to meet you where you are. Maybe you've done a lot of growth and a lot of healing, and people can only meet you at the level that they meet themselves at. So just remember that. It's not a reflection of you. Don't take it personally. It's a reflection of them. So the next card I have for you is the Sun. This is tied to enlightenment. This is also tied to joy, which is cohesive of that other card. Now it says, keep your face to the sun and you will never see the shadows. This could just be symbolic of like, get out in nature, go outside, go try to take a walk, go put your feet in the grass or whatever and ground yourself. It could just be making sure you get some vitamin D. And if you're into sun gazing, make sure, there's studies that show sun gazing is good to do like 1 to 2 hours at dawn and 1 to 2 hours at dusk. And that's good for your eye health and a couple other things. I do believe we get downloads from the sun because it is source energy. It is literally the light of creation. It is the only thing that keeps everything alive and going. And I do believe that the sun is very vital to our very being and essence. I might make a video about it because there's just so much I want to say about the sun. and it's tied to like Egyptian and Aztec symbology and things like that. But anyways, Libra, I'm going to dive into your tarot. If this video has resonated, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow, and I greatly appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this. I hope it does help. And yeah, if you're interested in a coaching session, please feel free to reach out. I can get you scheduled with one of those as well. So your past energy when it comes to tarot is the devil. The devil is all about addictions, patterns, habits, behaviors, things that aren't serving you. Not really. And again, that's just why I feel like you're getting out of this like victim mode into this recovery mode, because this can be substance abuse or addiction or things like of that nature. It can also be addicted to the trauma bonds, to codependency, people who treat you like your parents treated you, depending on, you know, however your mother wounds or your father wounds are. And you know, we all have those things in some way or another. Even if people are like, no, my parents are great. Okay, well, they might have been great, but I'm sure there's some point in time where they weren't great, because we are all human, okay? We all have trauma. We all do. And we all give trauma, whether we realize it or not. Sometimes we do it subconsciously. Sometimes we do it in karmic contracts or soul contracts. And that's just part of getting out of karma and into dharma. And if you don't know what dharma is, give it a Google. But I could talk about that all day too. So, all right, Libra. The present energy I have for you is the star. This is another Aquarius sign. So you have two Aquarius things here. So some of you might have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or you might be dealing with Aquarius, or the Aquarius new moon is going to be very significant for you, because I believe that's on the 4th of August. You'll have to double check me, but I do feel like there's something tied to that for you, for sure. And this star card is about healing. It's about wish fulfillment. It's about wishes granted. It's about moving forward and major shifting in your energy, in your life. That's what both of these cards are. These are both major arcana cards. These are major chapters in your life's journey. Now, the future card I have for you is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is all about quick moving energy. This is passionate, fiery energy. This could be some love offer coming in for some of you. This could be an opportunity coming in, like a creative opportunity where you get this like creative burst and you're like, oh, I have to pursue this. You know, maybe you're writing a book, maybe you're writing a song, maybe you're writing a poem. I don't know. This could be like, maybe you feel now like you should pursue your passions and desires to go back to school, or just take charge of your life. There's a lot of different things for that, but that is a very fiery, fast-moving energy. So that's happening for you in the near future. And then in your subconscious energy, you have the 6 of Cups, which I thought was kind of cool, because when I just did the last reading for Virgo, I was getting like a whole lot of nostalgic vibes. There was like a Malcolm in the Middle song playing, which I thought was wild, because I haven't watched Malcolm in the Middle in like ages, because I'm old. And if you don't know what Malcolm in the Middle is, just like whatever. Don't tell me if you don't know what it is, okay? I'm hoping I age like a fine wine, but I'm not going to tell you how old I am. You can guess. Anyways, the 6 of Cups was the same thing Virgo had. It was just this nostalgia. So even if you're moving out of this like victim mindset into this recovery mode, don't forget about the good things that came from the past experiences that you've had with people, with your situation, with the fun times you had. Your subconscious is really wanting you to like make the most out of it. This is basically saying like, it wasn't all bad. Even if a lot of it wasn't good, it wasn't all bad. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Hopefully this helped. Again, if it did, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. And if you're interested in a personalized tarot reading or a one-on-one coaching session, please feel free to reach out and I can get you booked. But thank you so much for being here. You are very important, and I am grateful for you for watching this video.